Okay, I think I may have hit on an idea of the whole Canon Prime schism here. That a little less conspiratorial minded, which hopefully will go down better with some folks. Let's go look at this graphic that I worked up back when, and Midnight Edge seems to have liked so much. Again, up top we got the original timeline, Enterprise, TOS, TS, you know, just something, and movies, and the Next Gen, and DS, and Voyager. And then down below we got JJ and Discovery, and you got the divide between which neither shall cross. And I think part of it is the implication that JJ somehow behind it all, and Secret Hideaway is just a front for Bad Robot. I think actually we wouldn't be thinking too much into that. Because, you know, truth be told, Secret Hideaway started before this whole thing, because it started when Kurtzman and Orci split off. So that is Kurtzman's own production program. But again, you got a lot of Bad Robot fingerprints all over because there's a lot of same people. I think we need to go a little bit further back, because this goes back, I think, to the animated series and the whole rigmarole and trying to separate that out and get that back within the fold. Because remember, that was not produced by Paramount. It was produced by Filmation, and they had a legitimate claim on it. It was just distributed by Paramount Television. It was not made by Paramount. And then that's why it was non-canon for a while, because they had to sort that mess all out, while Filmation was in the process of shutting down and dispensing all its licensed properties. And I imagine CBS probably had to shell out quite a lot of money in order to basically buy back the animated series. And rather than go through that mess ever again, I think that's probably when they decided anybody else wants to do a Star Trek thing, they're going to buy a license, and these are the things are going to. These are going to be the stipulations on it. And then we get the 25% different, yada yada yada. So along comes JJ. It's like, well, here's what we got. This is how you're going to do it, because we don't want to go through that nonsense again of trying to buy back our own property. And then, we got Discovery, and originally, yeah, I think when Brian Fuller was brought in, it was going to be canon, because it was just going to be CBS. It was doing the whole thing, so they would own it, and it would be canonical. Whether or not it fit, that's another question entirely, because, Brian Fuller is not a friend to canon. It's like, he had to be reined in a few times on Voyager by other voices shouting him down. But basically, once Kurtzman got involved, okay, that's when that license kicked in. Nope, I'm sorry, another production company. Then we're going to do a licensing thing here, and I think that's probably what's going on here. It's still the same result. Prime is not canon. Canon is not Prime. There's this nice little barrier in between that that keeps them apart. But I think that that is what's going on here, though. It's just. Like Yogurt says, merchandising, where the real money for the movie is made. And CBS is making sure that nobody else gets a claim on that but them. Because they got their own stuff. If they're going to, any proper Star Trek series is made, they own it, they're going to make it, they get the whole thing. If you want to make it, then you got to make it different, and you'll do a license, and it'll be yours. Minus, the license fee to us, but they're not going to go through a thing of where you got another production house have a even halfway legitimate claim on the property, and that's what they had with Filmation with the animated series. Yeah. So let me know what you think down below, and talk at you later. And again, as always, because actually, despite being comped one night, and that we still kind of got put in a hole with that stay in the hotel. So as always, we need to get the viewing hours up, and we always need the contributions, because we still are planning on going to, because I got another film, a fan appreciation weekend coming up in Kingsland. Want to get back up there. Vic's going to be there, Chris Doohan's going to be here, Michelle Speck's going to be here. I want to hope to gets up with all three of them. And of course, always more footage of getting on the bridge and the sets. And at the moment, that's kind of put in jeopardy, because we got to dig ourselves out of a bit of a hole. So, links down below, and any other additional help is helpful, and also spread this around, because I always need more subscribers to get those viewing hours up and get remonetized. And with that, we will catch you later.
Bye.